Guys, so today I have to film inside because it is pouring the rain outside. I'm not about to go sit in the tree fort while it's lightning. So, we're gonna be Casa right now, and I am gonna review 2112. I'm so excited. So, I'm gonna do like every sub-song of 2112 as well. So, I'm gonna start with Overture, which was my favorite sub-song for the longest time. It starts out sounding like really super spacey, like, you know, like time travel or something. And like, when you listen to the album, you kind of do, in a way. Like, you're traveling through a bunch of different events over the course of the album, and I think the song does a good job foreshadowing what's gonna happen, because you can hear a bunch of different familiar riffs and sounds from all the different songs that you're gonna hear on the album. And it also, like, when it starts getting upbeat, you kind of think it sounds like you're about to ride a racehorse. I don't know, that's what I thought. But, then there's this, like, guitar solo that transitions you to my personal favorite part of the song around the 3:35 mark. It's just like, all the instruments together just sound incredible, and it always gets me moving. The music literally ends with a bang, and Geddy delivers a little chilling quote. It was like, and the meek shall inherit the earth. So, if you just listen to that song, you kind of don't understand what that means, but if you listen to the whole 2112 song, then you'll understand. So moving on to the next sub-song, The Temples of Syrinx. This song is definitely a more heavy and upbeat number. This also was one of my favorites for the longest time. To me, the song talks about, like, since this is a concept album, it's telling a story, and it tells the story of these priests who rule over this land, and, you know, they hold all the gifts of life in their temples. They provide everything for their subjects, and they don't want the subjects to have anything else, you know. It's their way or no way. I think this song is totally a headbanger. It always makes me bang my head a little bit. I don't know about you. I also think this song foreshadows how the priests will act later on. It shows kind of how obnoxious they are and how pretentious they are. I mean, I don't know. You'll just see about that. And then next is Discovery, the third sub-song. It starts out with a waterfall. It's very tranquil, and you hear like guitar string noises, like someone's trying to tune up or like learn to play something. And basically this song is about our subject of the concept album, you know. When I say subject, I mean like the person, the main person. He discovers this new instrument and he's so excited about it. He doesn't know what it is, but we do. It's a guitar. But he's so excited, and he's just amazed by what he's hearing, you know, what sounds it can make, and he wants to share it with the world. You know, as soon as the tempo in this song picks up, you can just kind of feel the passion and the joy coming from this subject's heart when he finally, you know, learns how to do something on the guitar, when he decides he wants to share. I think it's really great, and then it just perfectly transitions into the next sub-song, which is Presentation. Almost a seamless transition. And, you know, he takes his guitar in front of our priest. And this is probably the most frustrating sub-song ever, because it's just like, he's so proud of what he has, and he's excited to show them, and they just constantly reject what he has to show them, and they're like, you know, you're annoying, we don't need this, you know, no more old ways. And like whenever they're arguing, it's like whenever our subject is trying to tell them how beautiful the music is happy and beautiful. And whenever the priests are arguing back, it gets super heavy and angry, and it makes you angry, and it makes you feel frustrated for him. The song kind of ends by speeding up and sounding similar to the first sub-song, Overture. At least that's what I think. But, the next sub-song is called Oracle of the Dream, and it starts out kind of sad, very slow. It shows our subject, you know, he's depressed from his little defeat with the priests, and he goes home, and he decides to go to sleep, and he gets into this dream. You know that it's about to go, like, into the dream world whenever you hear his voice echoing over and over again, and the song just gets heavy. In the dream, this oracle leads him through lands that he hadn't seen before, and it shows what the world was like before those priests were in rule. It shows how life with the elders were. The oracle leads him through that world and enlightens him in what the world was like when the elders were still in rule. And he tells them that the elders are basically going to take back what was theirs. And then we go into the next song, or sub-song, Soliloquy, which is my favorite sub-song right now. But yeah, Soliloquy. Our subject wakes up from his dream. So we start out with the waterfall again. And, you know, he's waking up, he's super sad. He's, you know, wishing that he wouldn't have woken up from his dream. He wishes it was real. And, it makes you feel sad for him. Like, you know, he's had the ultimate defeat of his day. Music is super slow and super somber. You know, he continues to wish that his dreams are real. And the music gets loud and heavy and he starts to cry out, you know, why can't his life be like what the oracle showed him? And you just feel really sad and frustrated for him again. And then you really like feel the anger when the guitar solo kicks in. It's just a super powerful, angry one that makes you feel frustrated again. I don't know, this whole concept album kind of makes you feel with the character as you go along. And then the last sub-song of 2112 is the grand finale. And this one kind of summarizes all the sub-songs that you just heard. Like, you can hear different parts in there that are similar to each one. But this song sounds kind of energetic, like someone just won something. So you're kind of thinking, you know, oh, maybe our subject defeated the priest or something. Maybe he got to live in his little world. Something good happened. Music goes on, you hear a few cool little guitar solos in there, and then near the end, they do this really cool thing to represent 2112, where you hear... Stop! Spike! Spike! Okay, anyway, it is this really cool thing near the end where they try to represent 2112, where you can hear the elders coming back and they're like, attention all planets of the Solar Federation. 7 words, and they say it 3 times, which represents 21. Then they tell us they have assumed control. Well, they say we have assumed control, which is 4 words, and they say it 3 times, which represents 12. So 2112. I thought was pretty cool. My dog is whining right now. So in the end of 2112, our elders are victorious. They take back their little temple thing, and our subject is also victorious. And now he gets to live in the world that he dreamed about. And so now we're getting on to the rest of the album, which is completely unrelated to the concept of 2112, but they're still cool songs, don't get me wrong. So, for the longest time, this next one, Passage to Bangkok, I don't really know how to pronounce that. Bangkok, whatever. So, yeah, that was my favorite non-2112 sub-song for the longest time. But, this song starts out with a really cool little riff, and then you hear like the little stereotypical Chinese thing. And at first you kind of don't know what this song's about. They start making suggestions like we've been smoking Lebanon and smoke rings fill the air, and you kind of think, oh, this is about drugs. And then to verify that, you hear a bong hit to transition into the little solo, and you're like, oh, cool. So yeah, I mean, after the guitar solo, you definitely know, hey, this is about getting high. The song is just a joyful little number about finding pleasures in life elsewhere. Number 3 is my favorite song, that's not a sub-song, on this album, The Twilight Zone. I really like this song. The beginning is so awesome. I think the intro sounds kind of disco-y to me for some reason. I think it's cool that on this album, like, it transitions from drugs to dreams. This song is kind of about dreams, I think. I know that this song is actually about... It's based on like 2 episodes of The Twilight Zone, the actual show. But it does talk about dreams in there, so I thought it was like a cool little transition. But I like how it sort of sounds not really happy, but there's no like certain mood to it at first. But then when the chorus comes in, it gets deep and dark. And then the second time around with the chorus, there's whispers in there. And it's super eerie and creepy. But it's perfect for the song, you know. Appropriate for a song titled The Twilight Zone. I love that one a lot. I think it's... I don't know, I've replayed that one a lot this week. It's pretty awesome. And then we have The next song, which is actually number 4 on the album, called Lessons. This song kind of starts out with a lovely acoustic sounding intro, so you kind of think it might be happy. You don't really know yet, but then it turns into like an angry, scolding sounding song. Like, you hear him say he's like trying to teach someone something and they won't listen. So you're kind of confused, like, you know, what about this intro? You were happy and now you're like screaming at somebody. Yeah, then you start hearing that the happy acoustic stuff is used for the rhythm for like a killer angry guitar solo, which I thought was pretty cool. Because you know me, I like it when they mix emotions like that. But basically, you get to hear the awesome guitar solo until the song fades out. It just keeps going until it fades. And then number 5 is a super sad song called Tears. You could have guessed. The intro is super calm, but it makes you sad really quickly. But, I mean, I don't know what you expected when listening to a song called Tears. It sounds like, to me, that Geddy's singing about someone really near and dear to him being sad, or that they're both sad about something. Maybe a past lover, I don't really know. I like that there are like beautiful strings arrangements going on during the chorus. I think that's really like fitting for the mood that they're trying to put on. I think this song is like super gorgeous. I think it's like a ballad in a way, but it's so sad. I mean, it doesn't make it any less pretty, but it's hard for me to tell exactly what this song is about, but you can definitely hear the pain in Geddy's voice. I know for a fact that he wrote this song, so I mean, it kind of makes you wonder, you know, what he was so upset about when he wrote it. But it's a beautiful number. I think it's definitely the most symphonic on the album. I think it's incredible, and you should definitely listen to that one. The last song on this album, number 6, is called Something for Nothing. When I heard the intro, I got a Led Zeppelin vibe from it for some reason. At first the song is kind of soft, but then you hear that heavy riff in between verses. I really like that little riff I do. It starts to get more upbeat and heavy once you start hearing that little riff. Then, you know, of course, Geddy starts with his screaming vocals and it transitions you into a super powerful guitar solo. The lyrics are super powerful too. So it's like, it all fits together. It's like super inspiring lyrics. If you ever feel down, you need to listen to this song because, I don't know, it just helps that he's like screaming the lyrics at you because it makes you want to do something about yourself. Like, this song is just super self-empowering. I don't know, so I really like it. It's a great way to end the album too. I guess after all the sad things we've been through with our 2112 subject, you know, it's nice to hear something happy and good about yourself. And the chorus fades into an amazing guitar solo, and that's how the album concludes. And I think it's a great one. This definitely shows some progressive rock at its best. It shows Rush at their best. They're always at their best, though. But if you wanted to start listening to Rush, this is where you should start. This album is amazing. It's probably my favorite Rush album, one of my favorites in general of all time. I definitely would give this one a 10 out of 10. So, listen to it. Listen to it every day of your life. Just kidding, it might get old. But listen to it at least once. Maybe twice. A lot of times. But yeah, I have some albums lined up. I have the next 2 weeks planned with albums, but I would still like to hear some requests so I can continue planning out which albums I'm going to do. So yeah, cool. Have a good day, everybody.